8-Bit Christmas, new Christmas family film out on HBO. At the beginning of the film, Neil Patrick Harris and his daughter find an old Nintendo console in the grandparents' house, which leads to him telling her the story of how he got it as a kid, starting with just wishing it for Christmas as a result of it being the most prized possession that a kid could have in the late 1980s. But then with his parents opposing to the idea of buying it, and then the kid going through various plans and shenanigans to try and get it directly or get money for it with the help of other kids. So it's kind of fun, kind of heartwarming, funny at times, and it does have a certain charm with revisiting the childhood as it was in the late 1980s, tapping into the nostalgia. But I have to say, by the time the movie ended, I was very disappointed with it, and the more I think about it now, the more I hate it. And the reason may be kind of more bizarre than usual. See, the film advertised itself and spends a long time establishing itself as a nostalgia piece, not just for the 80s, but a nostalgia piece that will strongly revolve specifically around the Nintendo. I thought, cool, with all these movies that are glamorizing sports, outdoor activities, whatever else, it would be nice to have a film that is a love letter to the early years of video gaming. But then the film kind of forgets all of that and ends up reversing its messaging by 180 degrees. Now, spoilers ahead, so if you plan to watch it, be careful, I will go on a wild rant right now. Okay, so the film does make it very clear that the console is the thing that this kid cares about more than anything in the world. And he tries to get his parents to buy it. Fails. He tries to win a contest for it, and in fact does win after weeks of hard work and dedication, only for the prize to be switched out at the last moment by wacko parents who are afraid of video games. Then he gets the money together, and there's this elaborate caper plan with the other kids to secretly buy one console at a mall during a school trip. He buys it, and he immediately ends up destroying it by accident. And then there's this sad Christmas morning when he unpacks all the presents and there's no Nintendo. And at this point I thought, Jesus Christ, just get the kid what he wants, otherwise the movie is a tragedy. Because I became so invested in his desire to have that thing. And finally, the parents discover this one last gift that was hidden behind the tree from a rich uncle from out of town, and you think, okay, this is kind of Deus Ex Machina, but at least he's finally going to get it. But no, it's just another misdirection. And the film goes into this sappy ending about the importance of family and spending time together and how the parents actually care about the kid and everything is great. Motherfucker, if they care about the kid, why not, and his interests, why not just buy the Nintendo and play together with him? You can see if there is in fact anything to be afraid of, and you get to spend time with your kid, doing what he loves, and you validate his own interests. It's a pure win. But instead the film tries to sell the audience on the idea that despite not fulfilling the dream, it's still fine because we have each other, yada yada. I mean, bullshit if you ask me. And it's a completely unearned ending. Especially as there is really no strong reason why the kid couldn't have the Nintendo. It's not like his parents are shown to be poor or anything of the like. Also, there's a bunch of characters in the movie who are maybe not villains, but they are antagonistic towards the main kid's goal, namely the various parents of other kids who are scared of video games, and they end up even harassing people who go into the store to buy the console. This is wild in itself, but the movie never makes it a point to show that they were wrong, or that they get some sort of comeuppance. No, it's almost like the filmmakers subscribe to the theory that video games ruin kids. Well, why make a movie called The 8-Bit Christmas in the first place then? I get angry now just thinking about it, even more so as I've seen a lot of people on the internet saying it was a nice film and they enjoyed it. No, it's not nice. It's a tragic movie which is consistently blueballing you with the promise of getting the protagonist the fucking Nintendo and then never fulfilling that promise, while at the same time quietly throwing out a message that not taking the slightest interest in your kids' hobbies and interests and dreams is in fact caring about them. Get the fuck out of here.